everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today is my next state up in my deep dive into the 2024 presidential election series. This video focuses on the state of Louisiana. Louisiana has long been a Republican state, and we fully expect it to be again in 2024. However, we're going to go over the state in this video today and give you an updated look at what the state is looking like. For voting history in Louisiana, in 2020, Louisiana voted for Donald Trump by 18.6% margin of victory. In 2016, Donald Trump won the state by 19.6%, and in 2012, Mitt Romney won the state by 17.2%. Currently, there has not been any polling or polling average done for the state of Louisiana at the presidential level, so we will not be able to talk about that today when it comes to making our prediction in the state. When it comes to the country, in 2020, Joe Biden won the popular vote by 4.4% over Donald Trump. 2016, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote by 2.1% over Donald Trump. And in 2012, Barack Obama won the popular vote by 3.9% over Mitt Romney. The average margin of victory result across the last three elections for the popular vote is 3.5%. Currently, in the head-to-head polling average for electoral politics, Kamala Harris only has a 1.4% lead in the head-to-head national vote, which, if that is the case, if that's accurate, that would be the smallest margin by far of the last three elections and would likely indicate a Donald Trump electoral college victory. Louisiana, compared to the national vote, in 2020, Louisiana voted 23% more Republican than the popular vote of the country. In 2016, Louisiana voted 21.7% more Republican than the popular vote of the country. And in 2012, Louisiana voted 21.1% more Republican than the country, giving an average of about 21.9% more Republican than the popular vote of the country in that election. Looking at the rankings and the forecast for Louisiana, Real Clear Politics has it as a solid Trump state. Sabato's Crystal Ball has it as a safe Trump state. Inside Elections has it as solid Trump. Decision Desk HQ in the Hill has it as safe Trump. And Cook Political Report has it as solid Trump. Pretty much complete agreement that Louisiana will be a safe Republican state come election night. I'm looking at some key counties in Louisiana. There are a lot of Republican counties that are very strong and a few Democratic counties that are very strong. I wanted to find some counties that were potentially toss-ups or battleground counties, and I came up with four. The first one being Caddo County, where it voted for Obama by 5% in 2012, Clinton in 2016 by 4.2%, and then Biden in 2020 by 6.8%. This is one that's likely to be a likely Democratic county, but by how much and what the margins are is what I'm watching for there. In Iberville County, it was won by Obama in 2012 by 13.4%, was won by Clinton in 2016 by 6.3%, and was won by Biden in 2020 by 3.7%. This is one where it's gotten less Democratic in each of the last three elections. However, it still seems that the Democrats are favored in this county slightly. This is one I'm watching for on election night to see, does it get less Democratic or potentially even flip Republican. St. James County, kind of a similar story. It was 14.9% in 2012 for Barack Obama, 8% for Hillary Clinton in 2016, and then 4.4% in 2020 for Joe Biden. Again, watching to see if the trend continues of the margin of victory for the Democrats getting smaller and smaller in this county, and by how much. Lastly, the county of Tensas in 2012 was 11.9%, in 2016 5.9%, and 2020 5.2%. Kind of similar to St. James, but more likely than not, it won't sway that much. It did go down 6 points from 2012 to 2016, only 0.7 to 2016 to 2020. So this is one I'm watching for to see if there's any movement from the 2020 margins or if it stays relatively the same. And lastly, two big cities in the state of Louisiana I'm watching are the cities of New Orleans and Baton Rouge being the capital. These are the two biggest cities really in the state of Louisiana. New Orleans, voted 68.2% Democrat in 2020. Baton Rouge, 13% Democrat in 2020. Looking at the Louisiana map and the key counties, you can see that in 2020, Donald Trump got 58.5% of the vote to Joe Biden's 39.9%. Caddo County had 52.3% for Biden, 45.8% for Trump. Baton Rouge, the city, got 55.5, 42.5 in advantage Biden. Iberville, 50.9 to 47.2 for Biden over Trump. St. James County, 51.7, 47.3. Texas 52, 46.9. In New Orleans 83.2 to 15. And as I can show you, yes, we've gone over a lot of Democratic counties and Democratic swing counties, but as you can see, there are so many red counties throughout Louisiana, and counties like St. Tammany and also Calisao County, Beauregard County. There's a lot of big Republican counties that the votes will pile up and give Trump a decided advantage in the state, no doubt there. However, going over every single one of those counties would take a very long time. But it's important to know, I'm focusing on these closer counties, but there are plenty of very Republican counties throughout the state of Louisiana. That was 2020. Looking at 2016, similar numbers on the Republican side. Donald Trump got 58.1%. Hillary Clinton got 38.5%. Cato County was 50.6 to 46.3%. Texas was 52.3 to 46.4%. Baton Rouge was 52.3 to 43.1. Iberville was 51.9 to 45.6. St. James 53.1 to 45.2. And New Orleans 80.8 to 14.7. Really not too much of a change from 2020 to 2016. Looking at 2012, now you see a lot of the red areas get redder and a lot of the blue areas get bluer. Romney got 57.8% of the vote statewide. Obama got 40.6%. Cato County was 51.9 to 46.9. Texas was 55.6 to 43.7. Baton Rouge 51.8 to 46.6. Iberville 56.1 42.7. And St. James 57 to 42. And New Orleans 80.3 to 17.7. I think it's very, very interesting that, as I mentioned, you see 2012, a lot of the Democratic areas got more Democratic and the swing areas are more Democratic. And then as we go up to 2016 and then up to 2020, we see Trump making some improvements in those areas and making them closer. How that relates to 2024, we'll have to wait and see and find out on election night if that changes at all. For the history on the Republican side in Louisiana, in 2020, Donald Trump got 58.5% of the vote statewide. In 2016, Trump got 58.1% of the vote statewide. And in 2012, Mitt Romney got 57.8% of the vote statewide. Conducting a range of the high and the low, this gets a low point for the Republicans of 57.1% and a high of 59.2% based on the last three elections. And the average vote across the last three elections percentage has been 58.1% of the vote. I think it's more likely than not that on 2024, Trump will probably finish somewhere closer to the 2020 margin of 58.5. He's gone up by under 1%, but he's gone up a little bit from 2012 to 2016, 2016 to 2020. I expect 2024 to be similar. Not a massive increase, probably a smaller one, but I do think Trump will slightly increase his support for 2024. On the Democratic side, Joe Biden got 39.9% in 2020. 2016, Hillary Clinton got 38.5%, and in 2012, Barack Obama got 40.6%. This gave us a range on the low end of 36.4% and a high of 42.7%, with an average vote percentage across the last three elections of 39.7%. I think looking at this, I also think it's likely Harris will likely increase her numbers, not by a huge amount. She did go up by about 1.4% from 2016 to 2020 from Clinton to Biden. I'm not sure how much support she can gain, as again, Obama's 40.6 was the highest there was since 2012. I think Harris is likely to gain just a few percentage point or a few tenths of percentage points, but not anything drastic in Louisiana. So for the state of Louisiana and its 8 electoral votes, my prediction in this state is that Donald Trump will win with 58.7% of the vote. Harris will get 40.2% of the vote, a margin of victory of 18.5% for Donald Trump. Trump gaining 0.2% from 2020, Harris gaining 0.3% from 2020. And 18.5% is just 0.1% smaller than the 2020 margin of victory in the state of Louisiana. Now looking at the 2024 electoral map, every state that I've done so far, this puts Donald Trump at 108 electoral votes, Kamala Harris at 97. And we still have a ways away to go until we reach Election Day and all the states are completed. The next state up will be the state of Arkansas, so I hope you please stay tuned for that one. In the meantime, please enjoy the sneak peek at my 2024 election night, where I do the poll closings in the state of Louisiana. Please enjoy. It is now 9 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have a second huge poll closings of the night, including several key, very important battleground states. The states with their polls closing right now are Arizona, Colorado, Kansas, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Mexico, New York, North Dakota, South Dakota, Texas, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Now let's take a look at what projections we can make at this time. Louisiana and its 8 electoral votes have been won by Donald Trump. That will do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a like. And if you really liked it, please remember to click the subscribe button. And make sure you turn post notifications on so you always get notified when I post a new video. That way you never miss one. Also, please remember to share this video with your friends and family if you really like the video. And remember to stay tuned because I'll be posting at least one video every single day leading up until Election Day, so I'd really appreciate it if you keep coming back and watching those videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.